मूंखे किताब पढ़ण जो ॾाढो शौक़ु आहे एंड मां जाम सालनि खां जाम अहिड़ा किताब पढ़िया आहिनि जेको मूंखे वाक़ई में वेही करे ख़ाली तव्हां सां शेयर करणा आहिनि, ख़ाली माण्हुनि सां ॻाल्हियूं करणियूं हुन किताब जे बारे में, छाकाणि त उहे किताब एॾा के टॉपिक्स एॾो दिलि खे छुए विया, एॾो टचिंग हुया जेके मूंखे शेयर करणा आहिनि तव्हां सां। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल रीटा कोठारी जो द बर्डन ऑफ रिफ्यूज, नंदिता भावनानी जो द मेकिंग ऑफ एक्साइल, प्रोफेसर मिशाल पोवा जा एॾा बुक्स लिखियल आहिनि सिंधी स्टडीज़ ते। आई थिंक सिंधी स्टडीज़ नालो सुठो आहे। एंथोलॉजी लिखियल आहे पोइट्री जी जेकी सिंधी पार्टीशन ते आहे। आई थिंक सिंधी कुक बुक्स आहिनि, खोड़ बुक्स आहिनि जेके मां तव्हां सां शेयर थी करणु चाहियां, जेके मां पढ़ी चुकी आहियां, जेके मां पढ़ां थी ऐं तव्हां सां उन जे बारे में कचहरी थी करणु चाहियां। किताब आहिनि ऐं मां जंहिंमहिल सिंधी थी चवां माना सिंधियत जे बारे में इंग्लिश किताब आहिनि जेके मां एॾनि सालनि खां पढ़ंदी रही आहियां। मूंखे किताब पढ़ण जो ॾाढो शौक़ु आहे एंड मां जाम सालनि खां जाम अहिड़ा किताब पढ़िया आहिनि जेको मूंखे वाक़ई में वेही करे ख़ाली तव्हां सां शेयर करणा आहिनि, ख़ाली माण्हुनि सां ॻाल्हियूं करणियूं हुन किताब जे बारे में, छाकाणि त उहे किताब एॾा के टॉपिक्स एॾो दिलि खे छुए विया, एॾो टचिंग हुया जेके मूंखे शेयर करणा आहिनि तव्हां सां। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल हे बुक नंदिता भावनानी जो सिंधनामा मां 2 महीना अॻु वरितो आहे ऐं मां हेठि न रखी सघी आहियां बुक खे। कॉम्फर्टेबल बुक आहे, ॾाढो थुल्हो बुक आहे, बट इन बुक जे थ्रू जेको मूंखे सिखणु मिलियो आहे सिंध जे बारे में उहो मां अखरनि में विझी नथी सघां। मुंहिंजा नाना, मुंहिंजे मम्मी जा पप्पा सखर मां हुया ऐं मुंहिंजा पप्पा जा पप्पा, मुंहिंजा दादा शिकारपुर मां हुया। मां कॾहिं सिंध वई न आहियां अॼु ताईं, पर हिन बुक जे थ्रू ऐं ॿिया जेके मां बुक्स पढ़ंदी आहियां मूंखे ईअं लॻंदो आहे कि मूंखे पंहिंजे सिंधी सक़ाफ़त जे बारे में, सिंधी कल्चर जे बारे में, सिंधी हेरिटेज जे बारे में अञा वधीक ख़बर थी पए ऐं मूंखे पंहिंजी सिंधी आइडेंटिटी ते आस्ते आस्ते अञा फ़ख़ुरु थींदो वेंदो आहे, बट ऑल्सो ख़बर पवंदी आहे। मां अञा ताईं हिन स्टेज ते आहियां जिते मां पंहिंजी हिस्ट्री, पंहिंजा रूट्स फाइंड आउट थी कयां एंड फ्यूचर में अगर मां हली रही आहियां अॻियां त मूंखे अगरि ख़बर ई न हूंदी मुंहिंजो पास्ट छा हुयो त पोइ मुंहिंजे फ्यूचर ते मूंखे मां इहा डायरेक्शनलेस फील कंदमि, एटलीस्ट पंहिंजे आइडेंटिटी जे बारे में, पंहिंजे सुञाणप जे बारे में। Today we are going to talk about this book called Freedom and Fishers. It is one of my personal favorite books since many years now. It is an anthology of Sindhi poetry translated into English. I cannot rave enough about this book. I wanted to talk about a book that sort of defies borders and brings together works of people across the borders and just makes it look like one, you know. So I chose this book and I feel this book is very important because it started talking about partition when it was not that cool to talk about partition, or when partition's impact was not being talked about on the Sindhi community. This book was published 20 years ago and partition talks are happening now. So I really like this book for the many things that it did, one of them being coming out at a time when partition was still not being talked about, especially with regards to Sindhi studies, with the impact of partition on the Sindhi people. I am so excited to talk to you about this book today, more than just Papad. Alright, first let's get the basic facts out of the way. The title of this book is More Than Just Papad. The cover of the book is a beautiful, colorful illustration of 2 papads together under one pink umbrella. It is written by Hariharan Iyer and this is his debut novel and a romantic one at that. It is published by BecomeShakespeare.com and it came out in the year 2017. The book is available on Amazon India and it is priced at ₹250. Now, the story itself. I'm not going to give out any spoilers here, but I am going to talk about the aspects of the book which are already in the public domain on Google, on the book cover, for example. The book is a romantic story. It's a love story about a Sindhi girl, Mona, and a Tamil Brahmin boy, Srikanth Iyer. It is a cross-cultural love story between Mona and Srikanth and how they go through a whole host of problems just because they are from different cultures. For example, the First chapter, Roasted Papad. In that, Srikanth starts by saying, broke the news to his parents that he's in love with a Sindhi girl. And his mother says, I never thought you would do this, my mother said with agony in her voice, stressing on the word you. I had just broken news about my love for a Sindhi girl and my intentions to marry her. And it goes on, and then further, his father, of course, the mother and the father both heard the news, and the father then asks, what do they eat? Chicken and mutton? And then he says they also eat dal and rice. So there are just different things that go on. And then when his brother enters the room, the mother says, your brother has fallen into bad ways. He says he wants to marry a Sindhi girl. What will happen to our culture? So I absolutely loved how the first few paragraphs begin, and I genuinely couldn't put the book down until I finished reading. It was a very quick read. It's only 150 pages, and honestly, it is beautiful. You have to read it. I'm going to be talking about this book, My Country, My Life by L.K. Advani. Beautifully thought out, and it is divided into 5 phases depending on the phases of his life, and it also has a beautiful prologue, epilogue. The entire phase 1 and a little bit of phase 2 talks about his life in Sindh before partition. So I read up all of that, and whatever I'm going to talk about that is only about that part. Today we are going to talk about the book Shah Abdul Latif Risalo by Christopher Shackle. First, let's talk about a few quick facts about the book. The title of this book is Shah Abdul Latif Risalo. This is edited and translated by Christopher Shackle, who is an emeritus professor of modern languages of South Asia at the School of Oriental and African Studies, SOAS, at University of London. It is part of the collection titled Murthy Classical Library of India, published by the Harvard University Press. The book came out last year, that is in 2018, and it is priced at $35 or 28.95 pounds or 31.50 euros according to the Harvard University Press website. This book is an edited and a translated compendium of Shah Abdul Latif's works. The book is a bilingual edition. It has Latif's works in the original Sindhi script and in its translated English version. It is not a book, it's a journal on Indian heritage, and it is a keepsake collection, so it's a very special copy. I was gifted this copy by Nandita Bhavnani, and instead of talking about the entire journal today, I thought it was very important to focus on the first article. It is on the Indus River, and it is written by Nandita Bhavnani. Here I stood and saw the Indus emerge from the lap of the earth. Here I stood and saw this unpretentious brook wind down the valley, and I thought of all the changes it must undergo before it passes between rocky cliffs, singing its roaring song in ever more powerful crescendo, down to the sea at Karachi, where steamers load and unload their cargoes. I thought of its restless course through western Tibet, through Ladakh and Baltistan, past Skardu, where the apricot trees nod on its banks, through Dardistan and Kohistan, past Peshawar and across the plains of the western Punjab, until at last it is swallowed up by the salt waves of the ocean, the nirvana and the refuge of all the weary rivers. This is a fantastic book. The language of the book is so beautiful, you almost feel like an elderly person or someone from Sindh is narrating you the stories that only the locals of Sindh would know. For me, sitting here in India and never have visited Sindh, I almost felt like I know Sindh a little better. I could imagine and I could visualize all the places that he was mentioning, all the stories that he was saying with the little characters in them. This one looked like this, that character. Today we are going to talk about the book Folk Tales of Sindh and Gujarat by C.A. Kinkade. This book was first published in Karachi in 1925, almost 100 years ago. The book that I hold in my hand is a reprint by the Asian Educational Services, and it was reprinted in New Delhi in the year 2000. This copy is priced at Indian rupees 335. Okay, now let's dive into the book. I chose this book because I love stories. I love hearing about the folk tales. Even when I meet people, I meet their grandparents or the elders of the family, I love listening to the stories that they have about Sindh, how they came to India or wherever they traveled. I just love listening to stories. This is Folk Tales of Sindh and Gujarat, and I was so fascinated by the title. Before ordering the book, when I further looked at it, it had this beautiful hardbound but very like old worldly cover. The embossing is in gold color, and I was like, oh my god, this is a beautiful copy. I'm just very happy it's still available, considering that it was first published about 100 years ago. So I have two books here with me.
Both are written by Dr. Aruna Reet Singhani. The first one came out in 2004. It's titled The Essential Sindhi Cookbook, and the second one, The Sindhi Kitchen, came out in 2013. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to stick only to this one book so that we can do justice to this book. But I do want to emphasize that both the books are brilliant. I want to start by talking about the author of these two books, Dr. Aruna Reet Singhani. Dr. Aruna Reet Singhani has written 226 books on a variety of subjects from health and nutrition to cooking. Given her prolific publishing history, she has entered the Limca Book of Records for writing the largest number of cookery books in India. Dr. Aruna Reet Singhani was also awarded with a doctorate by the World Academy of Arts and Culture in Paris, and the following year, the IBI Cambridge in England conferred a Lifetime Achievement Award on her. She is a very brilliant, prolific writer, has worked a lot, and it would be an honor to get to meet her and maybe also bring her onto the channel. But now let's dive into the book. The book is structured beautifully. I like the fact that the book doesn't directly begin with food recipes. It is a food recipe book, but it has a beautiful introduction chapter of 30 pages, and in that she talks about Sindh very quickly. She outlines the history, the partition, and then she moves on to different cities of Sindh, and she talks about Sindh Warkis. She talks about what arts and crafts were famous in Sindh, and then she also talks about some important cities of Sindh and what they were famous for.
Please इन चैनल खे सब्सक्राइब करो, घंटी बजायो एंड नोटिफिकेशन बेल बजायो, इन वीडियो खे लाइक करो ऐं शेयर करो माण्हुनि सां कि इहो चैनल आहे, इन चैनल ते इहे सभु वीडियोस पोस्ट थींदा आहिनि, कॾहिं ब्लॉग्स पोस्ट थींदा आहिनि जिते मां वेंदी आहियां, के इवेंट्स ते फंक्शन्स ते जेके मां अटेंड कंदी आहियां उहे मां तव्हां सां शेयर कंदी आहियां। बुक जे बारे में डिस्कशन वीडियोस बि ठाहींदी आहियां जेके सिंधी इंग्लिश बुक्स आहिनि, ऐं इंटरव्यूज़ बि वठंदी आहियां माण्हुनि खां, खोड़ शयूं कंदी आहियां जेके हिन चैनल ते मां पोस्ट कंदी आहियां अलॻि अलॻि वीडियोस ठाहे करे। आई होप तव्हांखे इहो चैनल वणे थो। प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करे रखे, ऐं जेसिताईं असां ॿिए वीडियो में मिलूं, प्लीज़ किताब पढ़ंदा रहो ऐं न त एटलीस्ट उन्हनि जे बारे में या अवेयरनेस फैलायो कि अहिड़ा वीडियोस ठही आहिनि किताबनि जे बारे में। थैंक यू।